So it seems as though what had started as just, a fun internet meme story has quickly devolved into nasty allegations surrounding the Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp guy. Yeah, it turns out Topanga's husband is not as cool as we first thought, and I'm gonna get into all the details in a moment, but first if you could please do us a big favor and smash that like button, we'd really appreciate it. With that out of the way, it's time to ruin your day. So to catch you up, earlier this week, comedian Jensen Karp, aka Topanga's husband, quickly went viral on Twitter after a bizarre exchange with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal account. Jensen posted about finding shrimp tails among other undesirable things in his cereal bag that certainly gave it more crunch than expected. In his original tweet, he writes, at CTC Squares, why are there shrimp tails in my cereal? This is not a bit. Then what really made this story take off was the wild response from the company where they said, after further investigation with our team that closely examined the image, it appears to be an accumulation of the cinnamon sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. We assure you that there is no possibility of cross-contamination with shrimp. And in response to that, Jensen said, okay, well, after further investigation with my eyes, these are cinnamon-coated shrimp tails. You weirdos. I wasn't all that mad until you now tried to gaslight me. Which is a very important word to remember right now, kids, because it will come back up in a moment. And for those of you who don't know, gaslighting someone is when you make a person question their sanity, perception of reality, or memories even. It originates from an old British play that was called Gaslight, and in that play, the husband attempts to convince his wife and others around her that she's insane by manipulating small elements of their environment and insisting that she is mistaken, remembering things incorrectly, or delusional when she points out these changes. The reason for this being important is because just days after Jensen's tweet went viral, several of his ex-girlfriends came forward to allege that he had been abusive and a creep during their relationships. The first was Melissa Stetton, who said, what you may not know about the man behind the viral posts. What, like he's a manipulative, gaslighting, narcissistic ex-boyfriend who once told me he was surprised I hadn't killed myself because my life was so worthless. Getting lots of texts from girls still in therapy over his terror. At least we have this fun little club. She then adds, look, I'm no sweetheart, I've done and said some dumb things, dated problematic men, but to have so many women reach out with the same exact story confirms that what I dealt with wasn't because of me. It's a disturbing tactic he used to control and demean women. Another accuser by the name of Rory Uphold also writes that this is the most abusive person I have ever been with and I am crying as I type this. She then would later tweet, today has been humiliating in a lot of ways. I have a lot of shame around wanting approval from a predator. That's the worst part. How much it made me hate myself. And now everyone knows, so that's also awful. But at least I know I'm not alone anymore. What's worse is another woman flat out said that rejecting Jensen's uncomfortable advances led to her being told that she would never work in Hollywood again. In a tweet replying to Melissa, Stephanie writes, my quickly deleted subtweet yesterday said, oh no, I can't follow the latest viral saga because I was blocked in 2014 because I was not gracious enough after a surprise threesome, but not before I was told to be careful or I would never work in this town again. She then adds, the amount of women who DM me with stories today, let alone the ones I have known about for years and talked to about or shared experiences. Oh lord. So far, Jensen has only continued to tweet about the shrimp he found in his cereal and no comment has been made regarding these new allegations. But one thing is for damn sure, he will see these tweets because even on his last post, all of the replies are just screenshots of these allegations. Plus there's even been people saying that he faked the entire incident. Just FYI, the Shrimp Tails guy is both a marketing professional and someone who's lied to my face without flinching. So there's also that, and if any other details get released on this situation, we will be the first to let you know. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled, Johnny Depp exposes Amber Heard for lying about charity donations. What else is new? Pamela Stevenson says, if Amber is feisty for abusing Johnny Depp, then why isn't Johnny just feisty? The double standard is unreal. Yeah, feisty is a weird word to use when talking about domestic. I know it's gonna get bleeped, but hey. Neil Asuni says, the 100K donated to charity was done by Johnny Depp, so basically Amber Heard didn't even donate anything. You are 100% correct on that one. He did donate on behalf of her, whether she wanted to or not. Gabrielle Valentino says, this is a major step backwards for men in domestic violence situations. There is so much evidence that she was in fact the abuser. Men already fear coming forward for a multitude of reasons. Now we can add that they could be labeled the abuser as another reason. Yeah, we don't need another reason. Just take even the men and women part out of it. Just somebody who has suffered from any type of abuse. It needs to be heard all the way through, and we can't always just jump to one side immediately. Let's let all the facts come out. And like you said, there's a lot pointing to Amber Heard doing some bad things to Johnny Depp as well. Sarah says, I can't get enough AH news. You guys are the only ones that do it right with facts. Keep us updated. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. We really appreciate your comment and we will definitely keep you updated. Jesse Kissinger says, anyone curious about Amber Heard's lawyer? I really feel like the lawyer is trying to get a huge chunk of money and make a name for herself. Oh, I mean, like, you can say that about any lawyer, right? Like, pretty much every lawyer, when you think about if they're doing a big public case like this, right away you gotta know that they're just in it to get to more business for whatever their law firm is, or perhaps, you know, get a lot of payouts. I know this happens a lot when couples get divorced. The lawyer starts playing both sides and they're like, oh, we need you to call you back in. It's just so that they can run up the bill and make money. It's a pandemic, I get it. Lots of people need to make money. But that has been today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube.